Hi, my name's Colin Wallace, and I'm the Managing Director of Techstars Oakland, powered by JP Morgan. And I'm excited to welcome you to the inaugural Techstars Oakland 2023 Demo Day. Now, for those that don't already know, I'm a serial founder, a Techstars and YC alum. I've spent more than 10 years mentoring Techstars, YC, and other founders. And in addition, I've personally angel invested in over 60 companies, and I'm also a lecturer in the Startup Garage class at the Stanford Graduate School of Business. Now, Techstars began with three simple ideas. Entrepreneurs create a better future for everyone. Collaboration drives innovation, and great ideas can come from anywhere. Today, our mission is to enable everyone on the planet to contribute to and benefit from entrepreneurial success. In addition to operating accelerators and venture funds, we connect startups, investors, corporations, and cities to help build thriving startup communities. And the results are borne out by the numbers. We have over 54 active accelerators, and this year alone, we'll invest in almost 800 companies, which is why we've been named the most active seed investor in the world. Now, in order to make our program work, we have to enlist the help of our mentors, and we've had over 100 mentors engage with us over the course of this program. Far too many to thank by name, but as the founders say, the mentors truly make the program, so thank you to all of you. We've also had a number of amazing workshops and founders who are willing to share their founder stories with us, and to them I also say thank you. I'd like to take a moment to thank our global network partners, Stripe, Bolster, Google Cloud, HubSpot, Amazon Web Services, and LegalPad. Without you, we could not make our program work, so we thank you for engaging with us and continuing to support our programs. I'd also like to thank our program partner, JP Morgan Chase. From everything to banking, to support, to office hours, you've been there to help us build this program, and we couldn't do it without you. Lastly, I'd like to thank our program staff, Najee Barnes McFarland, Brooke Bilyeu, and Aaliyah Barker. Our partners in residence, Luke Erickson, Victoria Kennedy, Alessandro Rinaldi, and Ashutosh Joshi. Now let's hear from our April 2023 Techstars Oakland cohort, powered by JP Morgan.
Hi, I'm Lauren Burke-Silva, CEO and co-founder of Matchplicity. We help associations monetize their followers. I spent the better part of my career as an executive for the National Association of Black Accountants. And for those of you who may not be familiar, that's a professional membership organization. In my former role, recruiters from our partnering companies came to me desperately seeking talent. I began conversations with those recruiters pretty much the same way every time. Describe your pain points, keeping you up at night. And every time, I got the same response. Recruiting is brutal. Hiring is expensive. It's hard to source for volumes of talent while also managing to ESG and DEI objectives. At $4,700 per hire and nearly 40 hours spent recruiting for a single role, it's clear that recruiters need a new way. After hearing the same story repeatedly, I realized the huge market opportunity for the 40,000 professional membership organizations like mine. We had a following of literally thousands of the exact talent the recruiters were looking for and an ability to mobilize them, but the best tools on the market were either delivering minimum or no return at all. Thousands of membership organizations and other groups house their following on LinkedIn, for example, without participating in the billions of revenue that LinkedIn enjoys. Recruiters need a platform that helps them more efficiently source the exact population talent that they're looking for. And membership groups need the ability to help them automate, scale, and monetize their ability to connect their followers with recruiters. Enter Matchplicity. Our platform will deliver talent directly to corporations through associations on our open marketplace. Our proprietary algorithm matches talent and employers together based on mutually expressed profile preferences, skills, and desired career paths. As mentioned, there are 40,000 US-based professional membership organizations. We're targeting 25% of that market and are focused on affinity groups across accounting and finance, healthcare, and technology. We launched with our beta client in March of 2021. That group was using a generic job board making $50,000 a year. In less than a year of using Matchplicity, they 16x that revenue to more than $800,000. Today, we've generated more than $3 million in new revenue for clients and more than $600,000 in revenue for Matchplicity. And we're just getting started. We now have 4 active associations with 15 more on our waitlist, 4,000 users system-wide, and 150 Fortune 500 companies actively engaged in using the platform. And this is how we make money. Associations are our customers, companies are our buyers. Buyers subscribe to the platform and pay an annual subscription fee, and then we split that fee with the associations. Many of the Fortune 500 companies using our platform today will be cross-sold on our open marketplace. And this is the team that's taken us from $0 to $600,000 in 2 years. Combined, we have deep experience and expertise and relationships in the association space, successful sales leadership and recruitment experience, deep knowledge and insights on recruitment events and sponsorship sales. For more information and to connect with me directly, scan the QR code and we'll talk. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Nono, co-founder of Netta. We're on a mission to help landlords unlock rental income upfront, effortlessly. Isabel is a small landlord in Mexico who needs to make renovations to her only rental property so that she doesn't lose her tenant. Isabel gets $600 a month from her tenant, but the renovations would cost her $1,000. So she heads to a local bank and asks for a loan. But this does not go as planned. She faces the same problem as millions of landlords. In Mexico, credit markets are underserved, and it's specifically hard for landlords because banks only recognize rental income from landlords who are officially registered. And as you can see, most of them aren't. Thankfully, Netta is here for them, solving their liquidity needs within 48 hours. Contrary to other lenders, we do recognize rental income, and we analyze tenant data to include it into our signals during the underwriting process, which serves as an additional risk mitigating layer, our secret sauce. In the last months, and after deploying our loans all over Mexico, we've learned a lot. The target demographic of landlords we have identified are just like Isabel. Their rents are above $350. They use their loans for proactive reasons such as renovations, product purchases, investments. Rent is their secondary source of income, and they're willing to set their payments on direct debit. In this subset, we've seen loan repayment be 4 times more likely, loan duration be even shorter, and we've managed to prevent all the fraud coming our way. With strong unit economics and the local credit line secured, we're ready to deploy 1,200 loans. Because of our low customer acquisition cost, using referrals and partnerships like this renovations company you can see here on the right, coupled with a favorable credit line, we're ready to make this an attractive credit product. In the subset of landlords we've discussed before, targeting the ones that have credit needs in particular, we see an immediately addressable market of 1 million landlords in Mexico alone, a $372 million opportunity, before we head to the broader, but similar, LATAM market, a $2 billion opportunity. With rent quickly on the rise versus homeownership in the region, and the mass adoption of financial technology solutions, we know it's the perfect time to deploy Neta. And we're the right people to do this. I have a banking background working at JP Morgan and other financial institutions, have an MBA from Dartmouth, and have worked in a growing startup before. My co-founder and COO, Julio, has led operations at a multinational shipping company, has experience managing a residential real estate portfolio, and has a master's in finance from Base. I'm Nono, co-founder of Neta. We're on a mission to help landlords unlock rental income upfront, effortlessly. If you're interested in learning more, we would love to have a conversation. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Annie Sloan, CEO and co-founder of The Host Co. At The Host Co, we transform short-term rentals into full-service hospitality because while the short-term rental industry has exploded and is projected to double by 2030, we all know there is still a big gap between staying at a short-term rental and staying at a Four Seasons. That gap is services and amenities, things like spa, room service, and on-site shopping. And this lack of amenities affects both guests and hosts because while full-service hotels make an average 30% of revenue from upselling amenities, hosts miss out on this revenue stream completely. Even if they want to sell amenities, it turns out it's really hard. Outdated tools and scattered communications, Finding and vetting vendors is time-consuming, and management is an operational nightmare. But at the Host Co., we make it easy to offer and fulfill amenities with a custom storefront that hosts can embed in any platform and share right at booking. A marketplace of curated vendors and sales tools so hosts can offer everything from birthday cake to bike rentals, and complete logistics automation from booking all the way through payout. And we not only make it easy, we make it profitable. We have hosts adding an extra $10,000 annually per listing, and some hosts eclipsing their nightly booking rate with upsells. And if you thought we were a platform for Airbnb, think again. We have Host Co users across 10 plus booking platforms from Peerspace to Vrbo and beyond. Users across different markets, campsite, condo, co-working, boat rental. And if you're a pro host, you're not just listing on Airbnb, you list across multiple platforms, sometimes up to 16, and we're the horizontal layer and hub of amenities across all of them. We make money from subscription fees plus 15% on all sales. In 2023, our revenue has grown 44% month over month, and cart size has exploded, proving that the longer a host stays on the platform, the more they sell and with greater frequency. We have enterprise pilots in the pipeline this year with 2,000 mid-stay apartments and our first franchised hotel. Our market is across 7 million units in North America, including condo, again, mid-stay, small business hotel, and of course, short-term rentals and adjacent markets, creating a SOM of $1.1 billion yearly before expanding into other territories. Our team comes from a background in Silicon Valley tech, myself most recently at Meta and Twitter, and my co-founder, Michael Hubbard, founded and operated X8 Property Management. We are both short-term rental hosts. We understand this problem from inside and out, and we created the Host Co. initially to solve this problem for ourselves. At the Host Co., we are on a mission to modernize short-term rentals, improve your travel experience, and add a new revenue stream for hosts. We're becoming an integral part of the short-term rental experience, one that next time you're in a rental, if it looks like this or this, you won't want to be without. To learn more, I'm Annie at the Host Co. Let's talk.
Hi, I'm Hannah, the co-founder of Spaciously. We tap into the network of small local vendors to help companies book events that bring people back to the office. After the pandemic, 82% of companies say they want their employees back at the office. And yet 73% of employees say that to go back, they need a better reason than their company's preferences. So workplace and culture teams are tasked with running social events to give their employees a reason to go back to the office. But running an event is hard. It's hard to find reliable vendors. Onboarding is time-consuming and arduous. And in the end, you end up with the same event over and over again. It's either drinks, an escape room, or mini golf. So we built Spaciously. Spaciously makes it easy to find reliable vendors with corporate event experience. You onboard only once, and you don't have to run the same event again, because Spaciously connects you with hundreds of local makers that can run unique experiences from coffee crafting to candle making. Here's how it works. You tell us the date, the number of people, and your budget for the event. We connect you with local vendors so you can design the event that you want to attend. And finally, we manage the entire workflow, from onboarding to insurance to payment. Let's talk about how we got here. We started off by running events for retail stores like Levi's. They wanted to bring people to their stores. So we built Spaciously to help. We ended up running 130 events for these retailers and building a really strong connection with more than 230 local vendors. But retailers weren't willing to pay a lot. So we went back to the drawing board and realized that corporate teams had the same exact problem, namely getting people to show up. So we started working with corporate teams who were willing to pay more. We ran a pilot with the tech company HubSpot. We ran a candle-making event at their San Francisco office. Dozens of employees showed up at the office for the first time in months, and the local vendor made $1,200, which is 3 times more than at a regular retail event. And it turns out that the market for this space is really large. It's $95 billion and is expected to grow 5x by 2030. And we are uniquely positioned to compete in this market because we have an extensive network of authentic local vendors. We're hyper-focused on recurring, easy-to-book social events for teams of 10 to 15. My co-founder Laurent and I are the best team to build this. I come from a family of small business owners. My co-founder Laurent and I have experience with tech. We both were in product and data science. We also have extensive experience in event organization and management. We're at Spaciously, and we are rebuilding communities one event at a time.
Hi, I'm Trini Susan, founder of Teeread. We use AI to provide personalized English coaching, and over the last 9 months, we have grown to serve thousands of students all over the world. 83% of the world doesn't speak English. Post-COVID, English fluency has become increasingly important for outsourcing remote work. In many cases, speaking fluent English can be critical to earning a livelihood. Students are spending their money and time to learn the language, but only a small number ever become fluent English speakers. Unsurprisingly, when you only have one teacher for every 25 students, it only allows for enough time to teach the basic skills. Speaking requires one-on-one coaching, which has been virtually impossible until now. Teeread's AI coach provides the personalized English coaching and speaking practice that is required for students to learn the language and become fluent speakers, making it easy for any school to have an English program. Teeread assesses how students speak and read English. We match them with our AI coach that provides personalized feedback in real time, and we pair them with curated content that enhances reading outcomes. Now, selling to schools can be a lengthy process, which is why Teeread distributes through strategic channel partners. We use our partners to access schools faster and more effectively than other solutions. Plus, we can integrate with any existing curriculum. We know this works because over the last 3 months, we have converted 88% of our demos into pilots and 84% of our finalized pilots into paying customers. The combination of our product and selling process has led us to a pipeline of 31 pilots and $2.6 million. We have an incredible team of tech, product, and education experts that deeply understand this problem. Not only I was an English teacher, but most of us had to learn English the hard way to access those amazing logos you see at the bottom of the slide. This is an incredible time to be doing this. Global English learning is a $56 billion business that is set to double within the next 18 months, making one of the fastest growing markets in the world. Ultimately, our goal is to make it easy for any organization to become an English teaching institution. I'm Trini Susan, founder of Teeread. We use AI to provide personalized English coaching. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Puneet, co-founder of Careerflow.ai. We are building the AI copilot for your career. When we think about careers, most of us expect it to look like a ladder that just goes up and up and up. However, the reality is that most of our careers are more like a maze with infinite twists and turns and complexities to navigate. In fact, the average person switches their careers between 5 to 7 times during their lifetime, and each career decision can lead to millions of dollars in lifetime earning potential. Yet, most of us navigate these careers alone with little to no support. Our solution to this is an AI copilot, purpose-built for guiding individuals throughout the various phases of their career, all the way from early career exploration leading into retirement. We enable career discovery, that is, learning about different career opportunities, career navigation, that is, understanding and navigating the complexities of the job market, and career growth for people already established in a career and want to achieve certain goals and outcomes. Ultimately, we aim to maximize everyone's career potential, and our AI copilot can do this in an end-to-end, completely automated and hyper-personalized way.
This is in contrast to the $16 billion career service market that we're taking on. That's highly fragmented, dependent on human labor, and not even personalized to individual needs. And today, we focus on optimizing the highly frustrating task of job applications, where nearly 50% of qualified applicants are filtered out without ever being seen by a human. And we're servicing an immediate need in today's market. And our approach works because we've saved over 10 plus hours a week for our users through workflow automations. We've improved the quality of their job applications through LinkedIn and resume optimization. And we are supporting 20 plus career websites through our browser extension, making it super easy and convenient to use Careerflow. As a team, we've got the right expertise to succeed. We've run career services ourselves and truly understand the space. I've been in the tech industry for over a decade and worked on consumer AI products at companies like Apple and Leia. My co-founder Nikita has navigated a diverse career herself and was most recently a senior recruiter at Uber and Amazon. She's also a career-focused influencer with over 200,000 social media followers of her own. And we have strong user traction to date, with over 100,000 users overall, and have been growing 10% week over week over the past 8 weeks. We were even voted as a product of the day on Product Hunt. We've been able to acquire these users through 2 key strategies. First, we generate organic content, which we push out first party to different social platforms. And second, we have a series of strong partnerships with career-focused organizations. In some cases, we're deeply embedded into their workflows, leading to a strong moat for us. And our revenue model is a combination of a subscription-based and AI-driven career services. Our early efforts showcase a strong willingness to pay and steady month-over-month growth. And we're just getting started. I invite you to come join us on a mission to maximize career outcomes. This is Puneet from Careerflow.ai, and I thank you for your time.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Thompson, founder and CEO of Airavenda. We are B2B software for every size and type of reseller. Resale is the fastest growing segment of retail, growing 11 times faster than traditional retail, and estimated to exceed $100 billion in revenue this year. Over 26 million professional resellers support this circular economy trend, which is driven by 2 main consumer demand factors. One, they want access to sustainable shopping solutions that reduce landfill waste, and they also want access to unique, hard-to-find items that are only available on the secondary market. The problem many of these 26 million resellers face, though, is that they have to do a lot of work by hand across multiple systems. I experienced this firsthand when I started my own resale company about 7 years ago. Traditional retail POS systems don't manage consignor inventory at all. Legacy resale systems are built on outdated technology rather than easy access browser-based SaaS, and even fewer simplify online selling. I've started and exited enough companies to know there was a better way to meet the needs of this large market, and that's why we started Airavenda. With over a dozen unique features, we enable passionate resellers of any size or type to operate their own Poshmark or StockX using our solution. We help companies sell more efficiently, thus increasing their margins. Our enterprise capabilities facilitate multi-location sales and inventory management for complex organizations. We are a one-stop shop destination for small businesses and enterprise users alike. Resale is changing. It's not just the mom-and-pop shops you may think of as your local consignment or thrift store selling clothes, shoes, or antiques. There are actually many large franchise companies like Play It Again Sports and even Fortune 50 companies seeking consignment vendor management SaaS for a variety of reasons, like managing spare parts or equipment, as an example. Our growth target of $200 million in ARR over the next few years is supported by a serviceable, obtainable market of over 600,000 professional resellers and companies needing consignment inventory solutions in the U.S. alone. This represents a 2.5% market share of the overall total market of professional resellers across the United States. Our traction is evident with over 300% year-over-year growth in both revenue and logos. We currently run around $2 million a month in sale transactions on the platform and process about $1 million in outbound payments to consignors and vendors monthly. 77% of our revenue comes from monthly and annual subscriptions. The remainder comes from white label services and implementation fees. We've been a Shopify partner since 2018 and have signed distribution partnerships this year with both Lightspeed and Clover, who approached us based on customer requests. We have an engaged participatory leadership team with significant PE and VC portfolio successes, including 8 exits. I've personally started 7 companies and exited 4, most recently from my biotech last September. Resale is a recession-proof business, and Airavenda leads innovation in this space. We hope you'll join us on our growth journey, supporting the $100 billion circular economy. Thank you for your time.
This is Marie Antoinette's pocket watch, built intentionally intricate, appropriately called the Grande Complication. If one lever breaks, time stands still. There's another complicated mechanism with complexities and dependencies like this one, but when those levers break, patients suffer. This complex mechanism I'm referring to is the drug supply chain that the New York Times describes as a complicated supply chain driving drug prices aggressively upward. And sadly, according to Time, drug shortages are near an all-time high, leading to rationing. This is a reality for many Americans, and sadly, I've had a front row seat as a pharmacy owner, managing the drug procurement and having to turn people away simply because we couldn't find the life-saving medication they required. This broken lever of the supply chain is drug procurement for pharmacies, and it plagues all pharmacies. Today, there's no transparency. The process is time-consuming, relying on antiquated tools like faxes and phone calls. And there's no redundancy, leaving 0 options for backups in the case of a shortage. I used all the solutions available in the market, and I still had to turn patients away, so I knew there was a better way. Thus, I founded RXPlace, a 2-sided marketplace connecting pharmacies to distributors, offering a wide range of drugs optimized by price, volume, and delivery time. RXPlace makes it simple to procure drugs. It is specifically designed by pharmacists for pharmacies, where you can easily search from vetted high-quality products, select the drugs needed that fit the patient's profile, quickly see how much you can save, and check out within our platform, ultimately saving time and money. We make money on every transaction, with a 4% fee charged to distributors, and today, we're free for pharmacies. We've deployed our solution to our beachhead market first, which are the 20,000 independent pharmacies buying from secondary distributors, and at 4% transaction fee, our addressable market is $466 million in revenue. Once we hit product market fit, we can expand and serve larger distributors and larger pharmacies, addressing a multi-billion-dollar market. We launched our MVP in March, and we now have 20,000 drugs available on our marketplace, with $4 million in contracted value. And our first case study results are very promising. We saved $18,000 and 89 pharmacist hours saved, giving pharmacists that time back to focus on what matters, patient care. We also secured 17 drugs for patients that otherwise couldn't be sourced. We're working on new strategic partnerships and are excited about getting our solution in the hands of more pharmacists that are in our pipeline. I'm Patty Bolenbach, the founder and CEO of RXPlace. I'm a biochemist and an engineer, and a pharmacy owner for nearly 2 decades. I recruited a team with deep healthcare experience in marketing, sales, and engineering, with over 40 years collective experience in the pharma space. We have a wide network of tech and healthcare advisors and are supported by funds from AWS. We're proud participants of Techstars and the AWS Healthcare Accelerator programs. We're excited to chat with anyone that's excited about disrupting the next innovation in drug procurement. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Henry Stewart, founder of Review Piper. We're building an AI-powered copilot for biotech compliance. I was the technical co-founder of Uniform, a venture-backed medical device and healthcare services business that was acquired in late 2022. I spent over 4 years leading work streams at McKinsey's global life science and product development practices, and I'm a technical CEO. Pharmaceutical and medical device companies have had over $30 billion in advertising-related penalties. This $30 billion can be attributed to false claim and off-label promotional penalties. These challenges are directly attributed to the difficulty managing complex details across orgs of all sizes. Biotech orgs struggle to manage advertising risk efficiently. You'll find highly trained, energetic, experienced, overworked, and expensive talent checking the same minute details. Many find this repetitive and unrewarding. Second, with the complexities of managing the compliance details across disciplines and bureaucracies, many companies waste time in document review. And despite all this effort, very costly mistakes still happen. These losses can be measured in the billions of dollars, loss in brand value and trust, and most importantly, patient health. We can leverage AI to continuously enable promotional compliance. We start with developing a product taxonomy from FDA-approved labels and prescribing information. We use software that scans documents to identify risks and gaps across own or partner assets. We then continuously share these reports with compliance, legal, and marketing professionals, and eventually have content validation capabilities integrated into existing workflows. The opportunity in biotech compliance is massive. We're targeting the $1.2 billion in advertising compliance spend. Despite being early, ReviewPiper is moving quickly. Since leaving McKinsey in late March, we began Techstars in early April, built over 1 million in qualified enterprise and mid-market customer interests, and have 40K in signed LOIs. We're targeting the $1.2 billion in biotech advertising compliance spend. We built a pipeline of 1 million in qualified customer interests that wants an AI-powered copilot for biotech compliance. I'm Henry Stewart, founder of ReviewPiper. If you want to be part of our journey, please reach out.
Hey, my name is Mark. I'm the co-founder of Chapter, and we're building conversational commerce for Africa. Let me ask you a question. How many unread emails do you have right now? Now, how many unread SMSs do you have? SMSs have 30 times higher open rates compared to email. I'm from Africa, where more than 60% of the population doesn't even have an email address. 40% of e-commerce revenue is lost through abandoned carts. You have companies like Klaviyo and MailChimp that assist businesses to recover this revenue, but it's still being done through email. Commerce in Africa tends to occur a bit differently. It occurs in SMS and WhatsApp, not email. Merchants have to struggle with hundreds and even thousands of messages every single day to convert buyers and make revenue. Chapter assists e-commerce businesses to be able to automate conversations and win backs using SMS and WhatsApp. Simply put, we help them convert conversations into more sales. When a customer drops off at checkout, we help the business send a message instead of an email. When Kicks Kenya, the largest sneaker store in East Africa, was struggling to convert online buyers, we automated their messaging and were able to see 30% increase in revenue in SMS and WhatsApp alone. There are over 40 million businesses in Africa, just like Kicks Kenya, all waiting to unlock more growth using conversations and automation. Over 1 million of these businesses already selling on Shopify, WooCommerce, Instagram, and Facebook. Chapter wants to supercharge all of these stores. We make money by charging a $100 subscription every single month and getting 2.5% as a commission on sales. We've been growing over 20% week on week since January, and we now make over $8,000 in monthly recurring revenue. We have exceptional unit economics. We acquire customers for only $17, yet we make more than $100 every single month. This makes payback less than a couple of weeks, and we've been using Instagram via content marketing and direct sales to get our customers. My co-founder Kuria and I previously built and sold a company that created credit scores for businesses. We now run a small but passionate team of 6 who are super excited to help businesses generate more revenue. Again, my name is Mark, the co-founder of Chapter, and I welcome you to join us in building the next chapter of e-commerce in Africa. Thank you.
A good story is powerful. It inspires us and gives us hope. Stories have this amazing ability to captivate our hearts and minds, whether it's a Hollywood blockbuster, advertising video, or a gaming experience. One thing in common is that every shot and every scene is first hand-drawn. This is a manual process that can take up to 1.5 years. The painstaking pre-production process defines the line between life-changing masterpiece and a snooze fest. With lack of resources and long processes, no wonder that most stories are stuck in pre-production. The later stages are optimized with technology. We have distribution was changed by Netflix, post is dominated by Adobe, and production is moving into Unreal. So, what's for pre-production? Hi, I'm Vola, introducing Pantopics, an AI-assisted creative platform that accelerates film and game production by converting scripts into 3D animated videos. Our proprietary foundational model is trained to parse long-form text, understand context, and build 3D scenes from libraries of assets. You can edit every aspect of the scene, upload custom assets, and set camera tracks, both by text and by exporting a project into Unreal. Pantopics' model is ruled by laws of physics and trained on shapes, not content, so we never infringe anyone's IP. Pantopics generates consistent scenes, unlike other generative AI slot machines. These two things combined empower storytellers with full creative control and the freedom to iterate. Pantopics is designed for creative commercial environment and is compatible with the enterprise-level toolkit. About a month ago, we launched our subscription plan, and today we are over $500,000 in annual recurring revenue. There are 4,500 studios on the waitlist that grows 10% week on week with no marketing spend. Pantopics takes creative industries by storm. We presented at some of the largest film festivals, including a double win at South by Southwest this year. Enterprise creative clients of all sizes embrace Pantopics in their workflows. Founded by a team of serial tech entrepreneurs working together for over a decade in the business of storytelling. Previous business got 2 gold lions at Cannes Festival and is currently in IP acquisition process. Pantopics gives storytellers a superpower to create, iterate, and deliver timely stories. So join us and let's change the future of Friday nights. Thank you.